Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Laura here.
Well, we're going to show you some countries you can retire in and live like a king. Number one is Ecuador. Ecuador is very convenient and it's a beautiful place for expats. One of the things that makes it convenient is they use the US dollar. Also, Panama is very friendly. They use the US dollar also. Then we get into Costa Rica, San Juan, Costa Rica, and that is a beautiful place to retire. And then we also then have Thailand. That's really popular place to retire.
Yeah.
A lot of expats are moving there. A lot of people that work off of their computers find Thailand to be a very friendly place to live and work. Also Mexico. And Merida, Mexico is a very popular place. The cost of living in Merida, Mexico is quite a bit cheaper than if you're living in resort areas like Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, even Lake Chapala. So Merida is actually a better deal to stretch your money and live like a king. Now, let's look at some countries that are very convenient to live and work in. And so,
Cheaper too.
And cheaper, yeah.
So look at this country, the cheaper to live and easy to work: Vietnam, Costa Rica, Thailand, and Mexico.
Yeah, so those are the countries, if you want to work and live cheaply, choose some of those countries. Mexico is the most popular for expats living in North America at this time. But if you feel that Mexico is getting a little too crowded, then you can choose some other countries to live in. Now let's look at the safest place to retire here in Mexico.
Yeah, in Mexico City, Oaxaca, San Miguel Allende, Playa del Carmen. What else?
Well, we have Chapala, Tulum,
And Guadalajara.
Yeah, so those are your choices of safety. Overall, Mexico is safe once you get away from the border towns. Well, most of our viewers, Lori, are people from North America, and they find it convenient to live in Mexico. They don't really want to go into South America or even Central America. And definitely, we found our audience, they really don't want to go to like Vietnam and Thailand. It's a little too far. Where Mexico is very convenient and airports and safety and everything. So Mexico's number one choice with our viewers. Now, the reason why Mexico is so popular, a couple reasons is one, that the cost of living, and you can live here pretty reasonable. You can live on your Social Security, and we'll have an upcoming video and we'll talk about retiring and living on your Social Security. Also, the convenience is the medical care down here. It has excellent medical care. Also, what's convenient down here is medical care and private medical care. There is a program in Mexico called Insabia, and we have a video on that. You may want to check that out, how you can live here and get some free medical care. Also, the convenient part of Mexico is that expats will come. So if you're going to choose an expat community, that is probably what most people do. And in those places, it's going to be more expensive than if you try to get in the lower part or mix some of the towns that are in the interior part of Mexico, where you're not going to have expats and you're not going to have the conveniences of services that we're used to: hospitals, doctors, internet, etc., transportation. Okay, let's just go through a little scenario here of living on less than $2,000 a month for two people. So we have friends that are living down here, single people that are living down here on $1,200 a month, and also couples that are living on, say, $1,800 a month. It's possible to live here cheaper than $2,000 a month. But on the average, they show that most expats are living on anywhere from $2,000 a month to $2,500 a month. That's a good realistic number. So the other thing that's important and convenient about living in Mexico is that it has a great bus system. If you don't have a car, you can travel throughout the country on the bus system. That's very reasonable. Well, one of the things that's much cheaper down here is dental work. As an example, you're probably looking at saving 25 to 50% on your dental work. Doctors and doctor visits, there is a big savings, especially if, let's say, you are paying a insurance policy in the States where you're paying monthly premiums, okay, and you're not using the services. So if you go use the services as you need them, you can see a doctor from anywhere $25 to $50. Now $50 is at the high end, and that would be somebody like a specialist, say an internal doctor, some type of a specialist there. Let's look at the numbers. Here's an example. You have less than $1,500 a month to live on. Here would be a budget. Rent, $450. Food, $350. Home supplies, $60. Utilities, $85. Restaurants, $100. Entertainment, $50. Medical care, transportation, $30. Clothing, $25. Gifts, $10. Medication, $40. And miscellaneous, $160. Here is a budget for $1,400 a month. So I think this is realistic that you could live here on $1,400 a month for a single person. Now we're going to jump. If you have an income of $2,000 a month, it's quite a bit difference on what you can afford here in Mexico. You'll see in this next example, I put in travel. So income of $2,000 a month. Rent, $700. Food, $390. Home supplies, $60. Utilities, $100. Restaurants, $200. Travel, $200. Entertainment, $100. Your medical, $40. Transportation, $30. Giving, $20. And miscellaneous, $160. Grand total of $2,000 a month. Okay, now let's step it up a little bit here. Now you have an income of $2,400 a month. Congratulations, you've worked hard, you've put your money away, and now you can increase your quality of life here. So let's look on the paper here. So now you have an income of $2,400 a month. So your rent can be $800, food $390, home supplies $90, utilities $110, restaurants $150, entertainment $110, medical $40, transportation $50. Gives you a little bit more money to give to the local people of $100. Your travel is $300, and your miscellaneous is $260. Now that miscellaneous categories that I've shown in these examples are very important because little by little you start to need little bits of money here and there, and that will cover up the slack that will just happen on a day-to-day basis. So this is a realistic number, so I hope this helps you. Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
Okay, well, this is sort of a little advertisement on our Patreon. And if you don't know what a Patreon account is, what it is, it's like a crowdfunding program. And so you can give us, let's say $2, and we'll take that $2 and we'll match it, and we're going to give $4. What we're taking that money and using it for, we're providing through food banks. We're donating it to food banks. So then that goes for food for the poor families here, and there is a lot of poor families, and also it goes for medical care and helping them out, and also for doctors, because there's definitely a need down here for assistance. And so if you would like to give us, say $2, it doesn't have to be a lot. And if you don't want to give, don't worry about it. It's just something that we're doing. But I want to clarify, if you go down below, and you'll see a link to our Patreon account. Now you click on that and you're going to see little windows where we're talking about, I think the first one is for $2 you can buy us a taco. Okay, we're not using that money to buy us a taco. We're taking that $2, doubling it, so now it's $4, and we're giving that money away to the food banks to help the poor Mexican families. So that's what our program is with Patreon. Now, if you feel you'd like to contribute, great. But if not, don't worry about it. You know, it's just something that we feel a need to help out. And so, if you get value from our videos, and it doesn't cost you anything for our videos, and you feel that you would like to leave a little tip in the tip jar through our Patreon, that would be great. We would appreciate it. And also, the local Mexican families would appreciate it also. So that's a little update on where we're going.